and that's now. And this is not a present. Pre means no. Sent means contract. See, the word present is you used it in your language. You were given three choices, past, present, and future. The past didn't exist because it's gone. The future hasn't happened yet, so that was an illusion. And then they gave you present because everything in our language for 8,700 years was a condition of modification. So man had not acquired now-time jurisdiction. They were still pre-contract, which meant all their contracts were fraud because of the modification of using adverbs and adjectives in front of nouns, which made no noun. Is it red? Is it crimson? Is it high or higher or up? Is it down or lower? What direction are we going to maintain the accuracy of our condition of thinking? So the government said no one could ever prove now time. No one could ever prove a mathematical interface. And we developed this technology. We did prove that math interface, and it has been certified by scholars all over the world. All 250 nations endorsed this program and recognized its copyrights. But with 100% of all communication skills written for 8,700 years, man said, we can't just go out there and change it. We only have 1% of the population of this planet that have actually had physical contact with this technology. And the other 99% still don't know it exists. So until 51% of the planet, 3 billion people, goes out and votes on this and says we're going to adapt it, we are still in a training, learning scenario. However, fiction has never defeated this technology. The only thing fiction can do is use force and collusion and obstruction to go ahead and force fiction, force the truth under the table. Do you know that every teacher in America who ever taught prepositional phrases and how do you make a noun with a prepositional phrase was put into an insane asylum? You don't believe me? One of my guys, he got stuck up in he went to court and used a prepositional phrase in Connecticut. They put him in a mental institution. When he went into that mental institution in Connecticut, 12 of the people that were in there were English professors from the university who wanted to teach prepositional phrases. And they kept them drugged down in an isolation so they couldn't talk to anybody about the use of a prepositional phrase in its certification. But now that this program has been certified worldwide and has been endorsed worldwide, those people are being let out of jail. But if they talk about what they know about prepositional phrases, the government just merely comes back with, they're crazy, they were just let out of a nut house. And people don't listen to them. But then those that use deductive reasoning and sit down and study this technology and the way the books were written, come back with, yes, this is an inner truth program. Now what I'm doing today is I'm building foundation for you, because this is a court. We are taking and allowing, as an open forum, people to come forward and make an argument, if they can, against what truth is. Anyone can ask questions anytime you want. Anyone can make charges anytime you want. If anyone thinks that they can prove their argument in fiction, prove that the modification of something is going to wind up as a fact, have them come forward. 3 years ago, I was challenged at a seminar at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City by the district attorney of Salt Lake City. He came into my seminar, he stood up in front of 46 people, and he says, I hereby challenge you to a debate. I said, you bring all your attorneys and all your judges from the state of Utah into this forum here at the university. In 8 weeks, we will reconvene here. We sent personal invitations to every judge and attorney in the state of Utah. And on the day of the debate, the TVs, newspapers, and radio stations showed up along with 45 private citizens. Guess how many attorneys and judges showed up? Not a one. They all sent a letter stipulating that it was opening day of gun season for deer hunting and they had to go deer hunting. So we put on a 16-hour seminar on language. And we continue to challenge worldwide for anyone to go ahead and bring forth any technology written in man's history that can say that what we have proven, what we have done, and the mathematical certifications frontwards and backwards are not in fact in the truth. We have shown to the people of this world that we can translate any of the 5,000 known languages and unlock all the secrets of everything that's ever been written, whether it be in hieroglyphics, it be in the Bibles of all religions, it be in the constitutions. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Yes?
How does it deal with languages that don't have particles or languages that use like post prepositions and prepositions that go after nouns or like sentences that don't have verbs?
Okay. To write a sentence that does not have a verb, you have no action. So where was the mind that created the noun?
Well, like in Arabic, you would say something like, I am a student. There's no verb, it's implied.
But I am means no, apply, which means contract. You have no contract. Without contract, you have no offer, no acceptance, and no compliance. Without contract, you have no communications or commerce. Under maritime law, if you have no commerce, you're not doing business. And everything is an offer. I offer, you accept, we comply. That's called contract. If we don't have a contract, then you won't have an action. If there is no action taking place or commerce taking place, then we're not doing anything. Or if we disqualify our ability to communicate, disqualify our ability to do commerce, then the only security you have in life is your daily capacity, period. And the issue of one gets pretty lonely. And one usually dies because he can't multiply. That's a fact of nature. And when you take the natural process of what this planet is, what we are as humans, and how we multiply, how we use commerce, how we use our intelligence, our contracts. You know that 2 is an easier number than 3, isn't it? But you know what 2 is? Here's 1, here's 2, and that's a straight line. Where's my fact? I'm going in the direction. What direction it is irrelevant. We can go frontwards or we can go backwards. Now, if I take, we'll use this piece of paper here. I have a component here that has a height. We have 2 points. And if you look at it from the side with 2 points, it's virtually invisible. Why? Because it has no depth. It isn't until you have your Z, XYZ component, that you give it substance. Because 2 points can exist. An idea can exist. I'm taking my idea and I'm giving it to you as a linear equation. I'm sending, you're receiving, that's only 2 points. Show me the substance between our ideas. Show me the value. Hold the thought in your hand. Give me a 3-dimensional object called thinking. Well, there's a tough one for you. And yet, we're having a communication takes place here because I'm building what's called a picture. I've given you